Hello, and welcome to week 4 of How Not to Diet Book Club. This week, Dr. Greger lays out a template for the world's healthiest, most effective weight loss plan. The reading reminded me of a story I heard at True North Health Center about a man who went to the doctor with terrible knee pain, and the doctor prescribed medication, pain meds for him, and it helped with the pain, but it didn't help with the swelling, so he thought, oh, I'll go to a different doctor. The new doctor said, well, let me see your knee. And he showed him, he said, how did you get so much inflammation and so much bruising? And he said, well, I hit myself with a hammer. When did that happen? Well, it happens 3 times a day. I hit myself with a hammer. The doctor was appalled. He said, you need to stop hitting yourself, stop injuring yourself 3 times a day and let your body heal itself. Well, it's a silly story, but isn't that kind of what we do? We take things into our bodies 3 times a day with the food that we eat or food-like substances that we eat, and they can be injurious to us. The first 2 ingredients on Dr. Greger's weight loss plan are, should this diet should have anti-inflammatory foods and foods that are pollution free. Well, where does the inflammation come from? The biggest culprits of inflammation in our bodies come from saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol. And the inflammation that causes leads to 8 out of 10 causes of death. Heart disease, liver disease, lung disease, rapid cellular aging, dementia, depression, anxiety, and I was surprised at how many cancers are either initiated by inflammation in the body or aggravated by the inflammation in the body. Dr. Greger says the top 5 products that we take into our bodies as Americans are cheese, cake, ice cream, chicken, pork, and burgers. I'm sure there are many others, but those are the top on the list. We can get rid of those in our body and get rid of the damage that we do to ourselves 3 times a day with that inflammation. Now, what are some anti-inflammatory foods? He lists turmeric, either fresh or powdered. If you do the powdered one, you need to add pepper with it. Ginger is anti-inflammatory, garlic, beans and peas, parsley, bell peppers, mushrooms, celery. Sounds like a great stew, doesn't it? Well, Sia Hurst in one of her intermittent fasting programs gave us kind of a recipe that, had all of those ingredients in it, plus some cruciferous vegetables, and I like to put tomato in it. So I made a big pot of anti-inflammatory stew, and it's delicious. I put it in glass jars because Dr. Greger talked about taking pollutants into our bodies through the plastics and the BPA and the microplastics. And he encouraged us to buy products, getting away from the canned products that have BPA lining the cans, and going with vegetables and beans and what have you that are in glass jars. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of plastic containers in my house, and he said if you do have them, don't heat them, because that causes the pollutants, the obesogens in the plastics to, I guess, erode and get into our food, into our bodies. Other obesogen chemicals and pollutants can come, of course, through air pollution, but most of them come through the food that we eat. And those pollutants kind of collect in meat, fish, and dairy. So we want to avoid those if we can. he also talked about obesogens, which are chemical substances that cause new fat cells to grow. That's all we need, is new fat cells to grow. I've got plenty of old ones. I don't need any new ones. But apparently, the pollutions that we have are causing weight gain across the board. Our pets are gaining weight. Babies are gaining weight. They're not, chugging pizza. It's there are pollutants all around us, and one of the pollutants is the smoke that's given off in the grilling and smoking process. Oh, it tastes so good, but apparently it causes weight gain. Also, a lot of the medications we take cause weight gain. I was on depressants and antidepressants and diabetes medication for years, and some of the side effects of those were weight gain. Don't need that. Dr. Greger gives us ways to get rid of inflammation and to avoid the pollutants in our food, and so that we can eliminate the cause of our distress and let our bodies heal themselves. So, wise words from Dr. Greger. Let's see if we can apply them this week. Remember, you matter, never give up. I'll see you next week. Bye.